What's up, man? What's going on, everybody? About to get started in a second here. Man, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, if you're just coming in. And I'll put a link up there if anybody want to join me. If y'all got any comments. Keep getting all these damn notifications. So the government just brokered a deal with Hamas, Israel, for a ceasefire. But Biden came out and basically took a lot of the credit for it, him and his administration. But we know who really got the job done, and it had nothing to do with Biden. Because if he really had the fortitude to get it done, he would have done it a long time ago. Now all of a sudden that he's outgoing and get it done, and he doesn't give the other guy credit. Let's be serious.
Secretary of State. Let's listen.
Good afternoon. It's a very good afternoon because at long last, I can announce a ceasefire and a hostage deal has been reached between Israel and Hamas.
And the Secretary.
But people from his own administration came out and basically gave Trump and his team as well some of the credit for what took place. He won't give him any credit, but at least this guy did.
To the involvement of President-elect Trump's team, it has been absolutely critical in getting this deal over the line. And it's been critical because, obviously, as I stand here today, this administration's term in office will expire in 5 days. And one of the things that we have always said about this deal is that when you get from stage 1 to stage 2, that the United States, Egypt, and Qatar are the guarantors of this deal. And Egypt and Qatar will push Hamas to stay at the bargaining table and to get from stage 1 to stage 2. And the United States will push Israel to stay at the bargaining table to get from phase 1 and phase 2. So obviously those are promises we cannot make on behalf of the United States for any longer than the next 5 days. And so it's critical that all of the parties to the agreement and the other mediators see that when the United States is in the room making commitments, those are lasting commitments that extend beyond this administration into the next one. I will just say, lastly, I don't know if it's unprecedented to have envoys from an outgoing and an incoming administration sitting at the same table negotiating a ceasefire agreement of this kind. But if it's not unprecedented, it's certainly unusual. And we, of course, thank the Trump team for working with this on this ceasefire agreement. We think it's important that they were at the table.
See, you heard him say at the end. I think it was important that the Trump team was at the table. Now, we know that the Trump team had a lot to do with it. Because like I say, the Biden administration is outgoing. What could they have possibly done that they couldn't have done before? Now, all of a sudden, it gets done that he's on his way out and Trump and his team doesn't get that much credit. I don't believe it. I think him and his team had more to do with it than a lot of people want to give him credit for. Because remember, I want to say it was about a week ago, Trump said this.
If those hostages aren't back, I don't want to hurt your negotiation. If they're not back by the time I get into office, all hell will break out in the Middle East. And it will not be good for Hamas, and it will not be good, frankly, for anyone. All hell will break out. I don't have to say anymore, but that's what it is. If those hostages aren't back, I don't want to hurt your negotiation.
Check it out again.
If they're not back by the time I get into office, all hell will break out in the Middle East. And it will not be good for Hamas. And it will
Somebody talking about, can you elaborate? What do you think it means, man? You can't read between the lines? All hell is going to break loose if them hostages ain't released by the time he takes office. What do you think it means? It means you better straighten up. Did he have to say it? You remember when your mama used to call before she got home? And she would ask you, did y'all clean up? And you had that little pause in there because you know you ain't cleaned up. And she say, all right. You know what that all right mean? What that mean? It mean if that shit ain't cleaned up when she got home, somebody's ass finna get tore up. Did she have to say, I'm gonna tear your ass up if it ain't clean when I get there? No. All she had to say was, all right. Oh, did y'all clean up? Oh, all right. It better be clean. I know that. It better get cleaned up. If I come in the house and step on the toy, all hell gonna break loose. I know that much.
This is a big win for the Biden administration, just less than a week until a new administration takes over. But Margaret Brennan brought up a really interesting point that this deal was actually brokered by members of the Biden team, but also the Trump team, too. What can you tell us about that?
Well, there's been Trump's envoy, Steve Witkoff, was in the region, and from what I've heard, kind of twisting arms both here in Israel and in Qatar, which to put pressure, Qatar being a mediator with Hamas, to get them to close a deal before he took office.
Ain't it amazing how he can come in before he even fully takes office and can get something done before the sitting administration can get anything done? Like literally. Can't get nothing done. You remember when he first took office, he left Iraq. That was a mess. Remember the people hanging off the planes and hanging onto the wheels? They left all kind of equipment, guns, artillery, even left the damn dogs over there that some of the soldiers had, left some of the German shepherds. That's the Biden administration. But then Trump then got a few things done before he then took office. Are you paying attention to crypto? Probably not. This whole Hamas thing, this ceasefire. There's a couple of other things that I can't think off the top of my head right now. But he's getting shit done before he even takes office. We can't even get this administration to do the basic things. We can't even get him to help our own citizens. On his way out the door, he's steady signing packages for Ukraine to get money. So much for the American people, right? Let's just give Ukraine a couple more $1 billion on my way out. How about that? Let Trump negotiate and his team negotiate a ceasefire and then don't give them credit. How about that? You know, I saw this because it reminded me of how Sonny really hates Trump. She worried about everything else, But the mess she done got her and her husband into with this insurance fraud. This is just, I mean, just peep this.
Single thing a 5-alarm fire.
Yeah.
If he does good, if he gets the Israeli hostages out, I promise I will wear a MAGA hat for one day on the show and say thank you for doing it.
She talking about, please don't. Who is Sonny? Who is Sonny hosting? What did she say about black men? Crazy, ridiculous, stupid black man who voted for Trump. Remember that? She sits on TV with her face all curled up, her lips turned up, scowling. Anything somebody say something about Trump, she got an attitude. Ain't nobody listening to no damn Sonny.
Yeah. She'll knock it right off my head.
Look at her. She the only one sitting up there looking crazy. She always sitting like that. You so worried about that, you need to be worried about the mess you done got you and your husband into because you talk too much. So much for being a lawyer, right? You're a lawyer, and you get on TV and say some stupid shit that gets you and your husband caught up in some bullshit because you can't shut up. That's what you need to be worried about instead of worried about what the fuck Trump got going on. Because you on national TV saying stupid shit. Before we go any further, let me go ahead and show you, just because I don't like Sonny, the dumb thing she says.
Out statements
Wait, hold
specifically
on.
on
Let
this.
Sonny get in here.
I mean, I agree with mostly everything that's been said. I mean, we know that, only about 31% of Americans trust our healthcare system. We have a terrible healthcare system. And, doctors
Yeah, and you and your husband just made it worse because y'all committing fraud.
suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband, operates on someone even though they don't have insurance and then has to sue health insurance companies to get paid for the work that
You see how stupid she is? Now, how much sense does that make? Don't you have to get in contact with the insurance companies before you do a surgery? So you just do a surgery and these people don't have no insurance, and you just miraculously just find some insurance company to file a claim on or sue them? Where they do that at? I always thought that they had to check in with the insurance company and get it approved before they do it. So he just filing bogus claims. He just suing insurance companies for what? Real smart, Sonny.
work that he's been trained his whole life to do. So there are a lot of problems with it. But the notion that we aren't a violent country, this country was built on violence. We're a very violent country. And it's just undeniable that that's the case. And so I'm not, unfortunately, surprised that people are
Built on crooks too, ain't it? You just piling on the bullshit.
celebrating the use of violence. I'm not surprised that this young man thought that change could be accomplished through violence. 1 in 4 Americans say violence against government sometimes is justified. And today, in 2024, 1 in 10 Americans say violence is justified right now against corporations
Scary.
and government.
It's very
It ain't scary. Oh, it's scary. It's scary. People keep getting screwed over. What y'all think gonna happen? Oh my God. we can just keep doing people wrong, and once stuff starts to happen and somebody wants to attack somebody, oh my God, this is scary. Oh, that's scary. Well, try to live a normal life. See how scary that is. Go to work every day and can barely pay your bills. See how scary that is. Prices increasing. You got mouths to feed. You can't even take care of the basic things in your life. See how scary that is. That's scary. But hey, you got Sonny up here and her husband committing insurance fraud. She said her husband does surgeries and then sues the insurance company without contacting the insurance company before doing the surgery. If these people don't have insurance, who is you putting these claims on, and who is you suing? Anyway, let me get out. Let me go back to the Israel Hamas ceasefire, because I could stay on Sunny all day.
Uh, Mr. Trump has famously said that if there wasn't a deal by his inauguration next Monday, that there would be all hell to pay. And I think that put pressure both.
What you laughing at? Miss Paradise. Sonny stupid, ain't she? What was it like the next day they came down and picked her husband up? I bet he was like, man, you fucking dumbass. Lady, you stupid. Now I'm about to go to jail. Because you know what it is? He in there blabbering. He coming home. Yeah, babe, we sued another company today. Probably really not even telling her what's going on. Just saying, oh, I had to sue somebody else, and probably gave us some little bitty details. And then bam, she get on TV and start running her damn mouth. Oh, you right. It is full of hens. No shit. Full of them. You see how they all sit up there with their faces curled up? Whoopi, Sonny, and what's the lady with the red hair? I can't think of her name. The other two, they either in the middle or they more lean conservative. But definitely Sonny. She always, anytime somebody talk about Trump, she mad. On the other hand, she talking about how much of a criminal he is. She going home to her husband committing all kind of insurance fraud. Well, ain't no telling what else they done did over there. That's one of them old janky ass doctors. Probably be doing them bot surgeries. Man, let me get off of them.
Both on the Arab mediators and on the Israeli government, including Prime Minister Netanyahu.
Now, it's important to note that this deal still needs to go through the Israeli government. Can you tell us a little bit about how that process works?
First, it will go to the cabinet, where we're expecting a strong majority to support it. There are a couple of right-wing cabinet ministers who oppose this. They don't like the idea of releasing terrorists, and they think that that only encourages more kidnapping. But they're going to be in the minority. This vote.
See, people, they don't understand. I'm not gonna act like I really understand, but it's a price to doing business. You want ceasefires, certain things got to happen. It's a price to that. You may have to release some people you don't want to release. We had to give up an arms dealer just to get Brittany Griner back home. Remember? We had to give them a freaking arms dealer just to get Brittany Griner back home because she wanted to have some type of drugs in her bag trying to get on a plane. That's how it works. Who was that they had to let go? Snowden? Who was it? Snowden? One of those whistleblowers? They let him come back, didn't they? Everybody wanted him to go to jail. I don't think he went to jail. Let me. Wasn't it Snowden? No, it wasn't Snowden because he was. It says he was granted permanent residency in Russia, granted citizenship. Damn, it was somebody else that they tried to get in trouble. I can't remember. It was one of them whistleblowers. You don't remember either? Uh-huh. See, I think so. Yeah, I don't remember. It was one of them.
Will get through the cabinet, and then there will be some legal hurdles to overcome. People who oppose the release of the Palestinians can take that to the Supreme Court here in Jerusalem, but that will most likely the court will approve that release, and that would clear the way for a hostage release beginning as early as Sunday.
And this deal hopefully will bring an end to this very brutal and bloody war. Tens of thousands of people have been killed over the past year, more than a year-long war. Can you give us some perspective on how big a deal this is today?
Well, on both sides of the border, both in Israel and in Gaza, people are exhausted from this war. For the families of the hostages, it's been a huge trial, but actually for the whole country. I mean, especially the hostage issue. The fact that there are 98 Israeli hostages, 60 of whom are believed to be alive that have been held in these dungeons.
But you know, the crazy thing about it is, man, these people, they'll never stop. They'll never stop. They've been doing this for God knows how long. They're just gonna keep fighting. This is just a break. They're just taking a break. I don't know how long it's gonna last. It could last for a while, but eventually they'll get back to shooting at each other the whole 9 yards. You know how it go. You already know.
Is something that has hung over the nation really since October 7th, 2023. And so there's some relief, but having said that, as I mentioned, there's still going to be, if this deal goes through, the 33, if they get freed, you still have 65 who are left in Gaza, and it's not clear if and when they're going to make it home.
I got another clip here. It says, this comes from Ken Klippenstein, says, I obtained a recording of the White House's off-the-record press briefing on the Gaza ceasefire. Despite Biden mocking the idea, Trump played any role a White House official said they had a highly constructive, very fruitful partnership with Trump's envoy, Steve Witkoff, calling Witkoff's meeting with Netanyahu quite effective.
This deal. As you know, Brett McGurk, President Biden's envoy here, was joined by President Trump's incoming envoy, Steve Witkoff. And that partnership over the last 96 hours really began after President Biden meeting the Oval Office with incoming President Trump. I think President Biden set the tone. So early on, after the election, after that meeting, Jake Sullivan, Brett McGurk met with Mike Waltz, Jake Sullivan's incoming counterpart, and with Steve Witkoff. And since then, Steve and Brett have been talking regularly about the process. Brett has been keeping Steve fully informed. And a few days ago, 4 days ago, Steve Witkoff came out to join Brett in this push, which I think historically almost unprecedented, and it was a highly constructive, very fruitful partnership. And I think at some point the two of them will probably speak more about it because it was really quite remarkable. And in terms of Steve Witkoff's role, Steve Witkoff plays a very, very important role in full coordination with Brett McGurk. I think the two of them would say that. working as partners together, sometimes splitting up role. For example, just the other day, Brett was leading the negotiations in Doha with Sheikh Mohammed and the team. We wanted to have an engagement with Prime Minister Netanyahu, which Steve went to Israel to do, came back. Again, I thought that was quite effective. So, but that's pretty much how it played out.
So yeah, I think that says both of those guys. I guess one guy from Trump's team, one guy from Biden's team, really, I guess, brokered that deal. But Biden, he didn't want to give Trump any credit. He was like, "Are you kidding me?" Because they hate him so much. They hate the man that much. They still want you to believe he's a Nazi, a fascist, like Kamala came out and said. Just came out with a press conference one day, walked out a door. I think she was at the White House or something, and just said it, and then went back inside. I was like, "What the hell?" Oh man, I could stay on her. It's sunny. Oh man. Oh man, it's crazy. Uh-oh. What's up, R? Oh. He says, "Hey, I just wanted to say I apologize. And Trump had nothing to do with the ceasefire besides asking Nettie the Betty to fake a ceasefire and start it back up." He ain't gonna never give Trump no credit. Boy, R hate Coons. He hate me. He hate Trump. He hate the Republican Party. If y'all go back and look at my live the other day, me and R always had words back and forth, man. But I was telling him, don't sweat it, bro. That's why he telling he apologized, because it wasn't a big deal. Sometimes, man, you got to give these people a little bit of entertainment, okay? They want the news or they want to see some of these videos, but every now and then they don't mind a little screaming and hollering at each other. That's cool. I don't. I just play into it sometimes just to be funny, but it's not a big deal. I'm good, man. How you doing? Okay. Here they go. What's up? My boy Kalen, man. He say Trump gets credit for anything good, but nothing bad. But he did. You look, if the deal didn't get done, why did it get done now? Why couldn't it have been done before? Why couldn't it have gotten done before? Why is it getting done now that he's outgoing and Trump is incoming? My boy Kalen. I've been waiting on him to come through. Y'all go follow him too on his YouTube channel, man. That's his lab. Life with a Lab. That's his page. It's pretty good. And he plays with his dog, and he got some old cars that he usually runs across. I don't know where he finds them at, but he'll tell you everything about him. Just check his page out. Deals don't happen. Of course. That's why he had the guy Witkoff. The guy Witkoff, he's been going over there helping out with this deal. You just heard me play the clip. See, but people they don't realize the power of some of the stuff that he says. Just by him simply saying all hell is gonna break loose. I know y'all don't want to give him credit, but some people take heed to that from certain people. Like some people you believe the shit they say, and other people you don't. Now, a lot of stuff, some people believe, like they think the man is crazy. So they're like, man, you know what? He kind of, he could possibly do something. So if he say all hell gonna break loose, who knows? You remember the first time he was getting in there, they was talking about how he was gonna start going after people. People were scared. Folks was on TV crying that he won. They thought they was finna get packed up. And then nothing happened to him. Say, I find them in public places anywhere. Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, I noticed on your page. I'm like, where is he finding these cars at? Y'all just gotta check it out to know what I'm talking about. What you mean? What he bring against the Jews? What hell he he bring against the Jews? They own him. You think so? I don't know about that. I don't think nobody owns Trump. That dude is a wild card, bro. He'll turn on us. I mean, literally. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. That dude do whatever he want to do. That's why I keep bringing up the whole thing about him in the White House when he had the that national championship football team. He's sitting up there serving them McDonald's in the White House. People was like, "What is he doing?" He doesn't care. Everybody want him to be traditional and the same way. That dude, he don't care, bro. He had RFK and them eating McDonald's on that plane. They said RFK didn't eat it because he's I think he's gonna be the new person over the FDA or something like that. But I mean, just think about that. He went to McDonald's, served fries. Like, dude, just it's funny to me. I know people hate him, but some of that shit be funny to me. You say Putin, Jews, and Elon own him. No, no, I don't think that. I don't think that. They're just where his interests lie on a lot of things. That's all. He'll turn on all of them too. Don't believe that. He is a narcissist and a psychopath. You're right. He does not. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. He's a wild card, bro. Why do you think people, even in the Republican Party, hate him? It ain't just you. It's people in his own party that hate the man. The dude is a wild card. He's unhinged. Oh, Elon is definitely an African. Definitely. A South African, yes. What they call them white people over there, Afrikaners. Definitely. But see, I think it could come to a point where Elon got too much power. I don't want him to start owning shit like that TikTok. He got Tesla, that's enough. And he's got the era of President Trump, that's enough. He don't need no more clout than that. So don't think I'm just against you on everything. I'm not against you on everything, bro. We don't agree on everything, but we don't disagree on everything either. A bore. That's what they call him, a bore. That's right. I can't say he's a typical white. I don't think he is. Donald Trump is not a typical white. Yeah, I know he got X, but that's yeah. But I mean, that's it. He don't need nothing else, bro. I don't think Trump is a typical white. Trump is a. I'm telling you, he's a wild card. He'll turn on white people. What you mean? He is unhinged. Whatever tickles his fancy at the moment, that's what he going with. I'm telling you. I mean, he almost got killed. The dude gets up, put his fist in the air, like he's crazy like that. Anybody else would have ran off stage. Ah! He's seeing the moment. He's like, oh, this could be good for my presidency. Stick his hand up in the air. Oh, come on now. That's somebody who's kind of crazy. And say what I mean by that atypical, I believe most people do not know they are racist. I think a lot of them know. They know the little things that they do is racist. They know that. But we got to be real too. A lot of the things that we do are racist. I got a little bit in me. Listen, I'm a little bit racist. No shit. He's on uppers. So is Elon. Have you ever been on Twitter? You should come to Twitter sometime, R. A lot of these people are on uppers. All the sniffling they be doing, I know what that means. Biden has been asleep on the job, Miss Sassy. That's why he didn't get it done. It took Trump to come in there, help him out a little bit, give him a little push. Oh, my boy Kalen there, he must be chilling. Y'all funny tonight. I like y'all sitting on her comment. Man, if you own her, man, I appreciate it if y'all would like the video if you're on YouTube. If you're on X, make sure you like it, repost, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, if you're on X, retweet, like it, whatever. Yeah, I got to keep giving me these comments that I can respond to. This is entertaining. Eventually, somebody gonna get mad at me. That's how it usually goes. Sometimes when I sit on these videos long enough, I be surprised. I surprise myself. And somebody just go slap the fuck off. I've had people say all kind of stuff to me on her. It's really amazing when you start doing stuff like this. You just you'll be shocked at how some people feel about you. And I know some of these people actually come from Twitter, and then they find me on YouTube because my page is in my bio, and they make these burner accounts, right? And they don't have no names. You can tell they just made it, and they'll hop on there and they'll say something crazy to me in my comments. Y'all see R, he said he gave me half a like. So when y'all see that like button going up and going down, the number, let's say 3 or 4, and they go down. If it said 4, it go down to 3, then they go back up to 4. That's R. Y'all just don't pay him attention. Just, don't mind him. He got a love-hate relationship with this channel and me. He probably listen to these videos and want to kill me half the time. But it's okay. Appreciate your subscription. Appreciate you subscribing to the channel and checking out the videos, man. I appreciate that. Now I got to get some more people over here who hate me and like me at the same time. I love it. You was totally in the middle until the Tea Party came in. I just said, okay, crackers. You don't like the Tea Party? I was never a fan of the Tea Party either. Yeah. Yeah. That's the chat, Life. You have to actually click on the video. That's what you was looking for before? I think so. You asked me about that once before. Yeah, if you go to the actual video, once you click on it, it's right there. Yep. Yep. The thing about that chat is just tricky because I can't pin any comments in that Twitter chat. I can only comment. It's funny because I can't comment on this software that I'm using. Like I can respond to the YouTube people through this software, but I actually have to go to my Twitter page and respond to the Twitter people, which is kind of a nuisance, but it's not too bad. I just usually wait until I see a comment that I need to respond to, and I just go over there. But yeah. The crazy thing about YouTube, it's been kind of slow, but I was checking out some other people, some new YouTubers, and they were just saying something about January is slow, something about the ads is, I guess they more expensive or something. I can't remember what it was saying, but I was like, why is the views and stuff hasn't been as much as it used to be? But they were just saying it's usually like that around January. So I didn't really let it bother me too much. I just keep making these damn videos, keep making posts, and it should pick back up. I should get back to some of the levels that I was. No biggie. I was thinking about actually taking a break for a few days because sometimes this stuff does get tiring when you sit on here and post videos. You edit them, and you make a thumbnail, and then you hear some more news, and then you try to make a live, and then you try to do a video and make a thumbnail, and then there's something else going on, and you're trying to set up a thumbnail for later, so you can, because really the thumbnails is really what kind of gets people to click on a lot of this stuff. If you don't have a thumbnail, some people won't even click on it. Or says, hold on, Damien just hit me up. Yeah, I'm about to get off here in a minute. I'm gonna be back on because I'm gonna do a live around 8 o'clock, 8:30, I guess. I gotta see what time they're gonna come on. But it's gonna be Chanel, who's usually in my comments, and Reverend Damian Jones from Twitter. He's got the hold on one second. Yeah, I said I got the Reverend Damien. My bad. Yeah, sometimes when my headphones go off, it'll mess my mic up. It'll mess my mic up. But it's gonna be me, Chanel, Reverend Damian Jones. I'm gonna do it on X, but I'm gonna do it on Twitter. I keep saying X and Twitter. It's the same thing. I'm gonna do it on YouTube also, so it'll be live over there as well. I'll probably do it on Facebook too, so that everybody can see it. The topic is going to be about relationships, um, like I get particularly black people in relationships. Like why we should get married, why we need to start getting married more. I'm a single person. Me and Damien was talking one day, and he was just talking about how we should be getting married. Uh, hold on, then they texting me now. Y'all give me a second. Let me send these guys some links real quick. What you say, R? I seen what you said. He said, you had my ass laughing like a motherfucker when you called me on Oompa Loompa. Hey, I always, what was I saying? I said they had to tear the side of your house off with a backhoe. That's one of my lines. I like saying that to people. I was in a space one day. I do this other little thing. You don't know about it. You ain't on Twitter, but I be messing with people. I guess I got an alter ego. I ain't gonna give it away too much, but it's another guy. They don't know it's me, but yeah. Hey, I had him hot, boy. I told him they gonna have to tear the side of his house off. Yeah. Nah, you was getting on me tough though, man. You was giving me a hard time. I thought you wanted to kill me. He told me to come to Michigan. Y'all listen, the man told me to come to Michigan. What he was gonna do to me? He's a third generation college grad. Look, like I say, man, this stuff is just entertainment, man. I like to just kind of argue and scream at some people. Some people really get mad. One guy actually had to boot him off my channel. I didn't boot him. I just kicked him off of that video, but I didn't block him though. But I think they still come back. But I didn't block him. It was just. I was like, come on, calm down. I got to do a little cap. Hey, you got to toot your own horn sometime. I got to get on some people, man. I like to. It's funny, man. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games, Just funny, man. Yeah. See, I'm gonna have to cut this. I'm gonna have to clip all of this out. I'm gonna clip all of this out this video because I'm gonna end up just loading this up on YouTube and making it a video. So all the stuff in the end, while I'm on here talking to y'all, I'm gonna end up cutting that out. So I know this live, it won't stay up. The last live, I just left it up there. But I'm gonna turn this one into a video, probably like a 10-minute video, however long I was talking about the ceasefire stuff. But yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all come back on later. What time is it? 7:15. So maybe like an hour or so, or just turn my notifications on. It should just pop up and just tell you I'm live. But it's gonna be me, Chanel, Damian Jones, and we just gonna have a little discussion. They probably gonna. I know what kind of questions Chanel gonna come with. I bet you Damian gonna be asking me some questions too. But I think it'll be a pretty good show. I think y'all will like it if you have never heard of Damian or talked to him before. He's a real knowledgeable guy. Oh man, you should come through, man. You should come through then, or come up on stage and talk to us because I'm gonna put a link down there, and you just give your take on it or whatever we talking about at the time. Because I got my own takes. I kind of feel like you. I like the concept of marriage. It's just effed up. You're right. I pass. I'm like you, man. I pass, bro. I don't see nothing in it for men. Like you have to have a really, really solid chick to get married. Because besides that, I think the rest of them just want to take advantage of you, or they just want to use you up until they can get the most out of you, and then they just dip. I ain't saying all of them like that, but I think a lot of women these days are like that, and I just can't get with that, man. I'm not here to uh, do your bidding or make sure that you straight all the time. Like you need to make sure I'm straight sometime, and I'm not talking about financially. I mean, sometimes a dude, we just want to talk. We don't require much of most of these women. I don't require you to be financially there for me. I just need you to be there for me. You're right. The internet effed the game up. That's right, bro. Yeah, man, you should definitely come through. If you do come through, man, make sure that if you got a Facebook or something, man, take that link and share it out to your Facebook or whatever other social media you're on, and see if some other people will come through. I think they'll like the discussion as well. I think it'll be a pretty good chat. And like I say, I also have the link up so anybody can come on and talk to us. I got to try to give one of those guys the moderator privileges so they can bring people up and take them down too. Man, who you telling? You in Facebook? See, I bet you is. I bet you in Facebook jail. You probably be over there raising hell. Well, they should be start being more lenient now. So you should have a little bit more freedom over there. You say I cannot compete with a simp, and it's too damn many. Exactly. There's too many simps out here, man. They cater to women, whatever they say, whatever they want, just doing whatever they have them do, bro. That's why the game is messed up now. Matter of fact, I need to try to see if I can find some clips and stuff. I had some. I gotta find some more. But yeah. Say he in Facebook jail. I would check you out. All right, yo, check me out, man. Definitely check me out. Oh, tell me about it. I don't like to post too much over there. Period, because it's not enough leeway to do anything. Some of the videos that I do on all these platforms, if I put it over there, they just take the shit down. They just take it down, or they block it. And then too, on Facebook, that's where your family is. And for me, I always tell it like it is, and they don't like me sometimes when I say stuff like that. But a lot of them be haters. As much family as you have on Facebook, that should be the main people who should support you, even if they don't watch the videos or do nothing else. They can at least like it so they can pump up your algorithm. You know what? They won't even like the damn video. They won't even watch it for 1 second. I'm telling you. And then they be the main ones to get on there with their little businesses and keep reposting all that. Man, make sure you click on this. Make sure y'all check out this. And I'd be like, I ain't clicking on shit. Y'all act like y'all don't see my stuff coming down the timeline. I'm the only one with a damn video. With a live video, with a live podcast going on. Yeah, they don't like me. Then I be on this conservative stuff. You already know how that go. They really don't like me then. Man, this nigga. Cool. Don't support me and I won't support you. It's just that easy. But yeah, check me out, man. Y'all come back in a little bit. I have something going on. I'm gonna holler at y'all in about 30, 45 minutes or so, maybe more. Peace.